Daniel's Dread Tales is a show for grown-ups. It may contain adult language and adult themes. Please check the episode description for content warnings.
On tonight's episode of Daniel's Dread Tales, Low Places, the crew continues their perilous trek through the mysterious growing city. Succinct threats, vanishing cover, and a haunting gift from an old friend abound. All that and more, because you never know what you'll find when you start looking in low places. Enjoy the show titled What Comes Up. I'm Nathan, and I'll be your game master for the evening.
I'm Damien, he, they. Some people know me as Magical Hack. I am playing Onyx Blackblade, the Spellslinger, they, them.
My name is Daniel, he, him, and I am playing Roland, the time-displaced exile, also he, him pronouns.
I'm Isaiah. I use any and all pronouns, and I play as Mr. Miller, the divine, who uses he and it pronouns.
Hi, I'm Russell, they, them, and I'll be playing Gale, also they, them, the pararomantic.
Hello, my name is Theodore Monk. I'll be playing Isabelle Dukakis, the searcher. My pronouns are he, him, and her pronouns are she, her.
So, Nathan, I have a question for you. Since at the end of last session I got noob-tubed, how much damage did I take from that?
Yes. So, because of the grenade flying at your face and the resultant explosion, both you and the person who was with you, which I want to say was Izzy?
Yep, correct.
So, 3 harm.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, you did, it's honestly, you guys did pretty well for taking a grenade to the face. You know, you are magic. It helps.
Yeah.
Izzy is strongly not magic.
Izzy is very
Yeah, but she was
online.
15... She was 15 feet around a corner, so,
Okay, yeah.
she's lucky she got
She's
three
got the
hard.
distance.
I'd like to imagine it wasn't the grenade, it was Onyx flying back around the corner from the blast and hitting me.
Just smack.
Yeah, the blast wouldn't have been 3 damage for Izzy, it would have been like 9. It would have been based on a wall.
You see Onyx fly past you with like a charred face.
So, as you slam into the wall behind you and slowly slump against the wall, you see this heavily armored figure start to approach you menacingly and pulling out a pistol and cocking it before saying into their comms, "I'm about to take care of something. Be done in just a second." Things are looking pretty grim. Now, would our special guest like to roll something?
Do I count as a special guest?
You do right now.
Can the special guest be the guy whose name is on the show?
Extra special.
Extra special. All right.
You see, because you're a special guest this time, I'm letting you roll this one with advantage because it's sick.
Okay.
I rolled 3 1s.
Roll with advantage. If you just roll an extra die.
Yes, and
Okay.
take the best 2 results.
Okay.
Yeah.
14 on my tough to beat somebody up. What's it called? Fight.
But just
fight
to make
a
sure,
guy.
Kick some ass.
Wait, just to make
ass,
sure you're not
yeah.
adding the 3 together, right? You're adding just the highest 2, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 5 and a 2, and I dropped a 2,
Hell yeah.
and I plus 4 to my tough because that's the thing I'm good at.
All right.
And so just as things look pretty grim for Onyx and Izzy, Durandal pierces the Grenadier from behind and splits him in twain.
Okay.
I think Izzy shrieks and puts her hands to her face because that's horrifying.
I want to
Clean
inflict
strike.
terrible harm. And I want to... I'm going to take the advantage to get +1 forward to me as well. Unless I want to suffer less harm. I know this is kind of dramatic, but I want to use it.
There was no chance of you suffering harm. That guy had 2 health left.
Okay, got it.
You have killed this man dead as fuck.
Now, I know that we were just having me come in here. Is this because... Am I getting teleported around again?
No. What actually happened was about 15 minutes after the phenomenon began, you looked out the window. You had been playing Plants vs. Zombies on Izzy's DSi for most of the afternoon, and you saw the giant, slowly growing city and then spent the rest of the day sprinting here in full armor with a sword.
Across a lake?
When you arrived at the lake part, you rolled really well on the Insight Overgrowth move that I put somewhere.
Oh, right.
up
The
here.
over. Okay, I figured out how to break in. I've seen this thing before, maybe, or something like it.
I would like to imagine we wrap up this whole thing and then we go home and like we check online and we find out that Roland accidentally like crashed a marathon and got the best time while sprinting in full armor.
I'm trying to decide if I sprinted in full armor. Is it better if like I rode a bicycle?
I mean, either way,
Is that fun and stupid? What vehicle have I been learning how to use?
You pulled a fucking Goonies and you stole like some child's bicycle because it's Izzy explained to you that was what we had as steeds these days, and you were like,
See, for
I
me,
apologize.
I want to be cool and say I rode a motorcycle, but I don't think that I know how to ride a motorcycle.
I think you would crash immediately.
If we're going for goofy, the only answer is hoverboard.
See, I was gonna say scooter. Because I feel like scooter is like, if you don't know how to ride any of these things, scooter is the thing you can learn the fastest.
Could I have gotten like an Uber?
Guys, big brain answer. All of these things, they just kept breaking or getting crashed.
Yes.
Weirdly enough, there's a horse in there somewhere, but it broke down too.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Anyway, I'm here. Well, I think I'm straight. I don't know. But get used to it. Let's go.
Roland.
Thanks for the
Thanks.
save, I guess. Yeah. That was a pretty
You guys
brutal
can't
dude.
do anything without me. But I'm here to help. What are these blackguards up to?
Roland, I just took an explosive to the face. Like, to the face.
Yes, I saw that. I've dealt with the foe that did that to you. These
Yeah, I
blackguards,
saw that.
must be behind this terrible infestation of plants and metal. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're behind it, but they're involved somehow. And I think they're working for a nemesis of ours?
Didn't we already hear something about, like, Cositas Corporation? Or did I imagine?
That was an assumption, but like, you've got a corpse here. You could rifle through his shit.
Yeah, that is fair.
You can.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
don't.
start rifling through his pockets.
Access one of his pockets. Oh, here's a wallet cleft in twain, and a photo of his loving family cleft in twain.
Yeah, this guy got straight up Mortal Kombated, so
My sword's very sharp.
yes, it is. I mean, this guy was wearing a blast suit, so your sword is very sharp.
Remind me, was he using a grenade launcher, or did he just, like, yeet a grenade?
He had a grenade launcher.
Does it seem to still have ammunition in it?
Yeah, it's got, by the looks of it, 2 more explosive rounds and 3 more tear gas rounds.
Yoink.
Careful holding on to those things. I hear they do awful things to your eyes.
Hey, Izzy,
Yeah?
can I see one of them there tear gas grenades for a minute?
Oh yeah, sure. And then she realizes she doesn't know how to actually break this thing open. She just picked it up because she was like, big boom, make big boom. So you're like, yeah, can I get one of those tear gas grenades? Oh yeah, I just want... hold up, if I just, like, smacking it. It's like, because this thing's not a laptop, I don't know how it works.
Please don't smack the grenade launcher.
But it's Izzy. Your whole thing is that you can Google it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, actually that's right. Is our internet working in here? I forget. I feel like we did ask about that last time.
For the sake of you being able to actually do your thing, I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna ask your Discord friends if they know how to work a grenade launcher.
I do really like the idea that, yeah, I just fucking ask and Jeff is the one who knows.
Yeah, weirdly, Jeff is the one who knows how to use a grenade launcher. And it occurs to you, no one's ever asked Jeff about his past.
That's fair. I just reflexively toss Damien the grenade like we're just handling stuff, and then as they catch it, I just like eyes widen, like I realize what I've just done.
Izzy, throwing these is bad.
Yeah, no, I'll keep that in mind. Oh god, I kind of hope I don't have to use this thing, but you know what? I've already seen one man die horribly today. I don't think 2 is going to make the problem much worse. I don't think 2 is going to make the therapy any more expensive.
That is fair. So I would like to use magic.
Okay.
I would like to enchant said grenade that I was just tossed.
All right. If you fuck up, I'm detonating it.
Yeah, yeah. I think we see you preparing to do magic, and I back Roland away with me.
That's a 12 in total.
Nice.
So I did not fuck up.
Indeed. Nicely done. What would you like to do with this tear gas grenade?
I would like it to become sleeping gas instead.
Okay.
And I hand it back to Izzy. I would suggest firing this one first. It'll be better for your mental health. And they're not going to tell her why.
Which is not better for her
I
mental
like
health.
that. Let me update my notes. So instead of 3 tear gas rounds, it's 2 tear gas and 1 sleeping.
Real quick, to establish where everybody is, you three are on one side of this mess, having just dealt with this grenadier. Meanwhile, Gale and Mr. Miller are separated from you in a different part of the city and currently dealing with other things.
The same category of things.
Yes. I believe before we left last time, Gale was about to do some fuck shit using the phenomenon unique move.
Yeah, I was gonna try and convince this place that up is down, so that the people above us go flying off into the sky.
All right, well, before you do that real quick, you guys don't find anything else on the Grenadier except for a radio, which crackles to life with a... Deathcap. Deathcap, come in. This is Rose. Do you copy? Deathcap. Man down. I think Deathcap is dead.
Does anybody else have an idea? Because I have an idea. It may not work, but...
There aren't any other bad guys here for me to sword in my
No.
immediate area? Okay.
No.
I didn't think so.
So I've lost interest.
No, well, I'm going to I'm going to try to get back to the rest of my friends. Stay here. Do what you need to do. I'm going to let you figure out what you're going to do, because I'm going to go run and jump across these weird buildings to try to get to the rest of my companions.
And he was never heard from again.
Ever seen a man do parkour in full plate armor? It's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Following my whole trend of solving everything with magic, I would like to magically mimic that guy's voice
All right.
Huh.
through the microphone.
Not a bad idea.
And that is another 12.
Oh.
Okay, then. Never met a problem you couldn't solve with magic, huh?
Exactly. Until the one time.
Mm-hmm.
Over the microphone, I'm going to respond, all clear. Target's been dealt with.
I'm just sitting here looking at a picture of my beloved wife and children, who I love very deeply and will return to when this is done.
False alarm. Deathcap's still alive. Don't scare me like that, man. Alright, this is Rose. We need to do a full team check-in. I'm here with Bramble. We've got confirmation that Deathcap dealt with his targets. Flycatcher, Kudzu, Ivy, where are you at? And you guys hear over the line,
Yeah, this is Kudzu. We haven't suffered any injuries, so I've been sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Ivy's still at Copter, ready to take us out at any time, and Flycatcher hasn't seen anything. Honestly,
Oh shit.
she still looks pretty mad that Goth managed to dodge her sniper rifle.
and the one who identified themselves as Rose says, Alright, good to hear. When we're all done with this, let's go get a drink at a bar.
That's all useful.
They work for some sort of plant organization.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the people in this group have not interacted with anyone other than the three that are in the scene now. So does that mean they're not in communication with the people that are fighting us?
Meanwhile, it looks like one of them, one of the ones that you were fighting, quickly ducked behind a piece of cover to call that check-in. Seems like one of the ones that you're fighting is Rose, and since Rose said they were with Bramble, those are the two you're dealing with.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Mr. Miller and Gale, you are dealing with these two people. Right now, Rose has taken cover, and Bramble is currently loading a shotgun, so, you know.
Great.
Love to see it.
Alright, Gale, if you want to do some fuck shit, it's time.
Gale would like to whisper to a flower friend and roll for this Special move. As I recall, that's my lowest stat.
Yes.
Rolled a total of 8.
That is not a failure.
Yay!
The flowers seem to listen to you, Gale. I should also mention that Wows is also with you guys, and after seductively whispering to the plant life, which Wows looks a little distraught about, but we can deal, suddenly the ceiling just gives way, and you see Deathcrap and Bramble start falling upwards into the sky while screaming.
Wasn't Deathcap on the other side and dead already?
Did I say Deathcap? I meant Rose.
I could see him falling into the sky, but screaming would be kind of extra trauma for Izzy.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, about 20 seconds later, they land pretty close to Izzy. Both dead as fuck.
Just to hurt her emotionally.
Yes, precisely. That said, the platform you guys are standing on, which still has down as down, has started to crumble a bit and looks like it's about ready to fall into the sky as well.
How are you at the Mario?
The Mario? Well, oh, hold on. If you're asking in character, I don't know that... I think Miller does not know what Mario is.
Tries to think of some person named Mario who would be in heaven.
Not a one.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a guy in heaven named Mario who is a plumber.
Famous Mario who are dead.
Oh my god.
Well, Gale definitely needs to do some platforming. Well, Miller, I assume, falls to his death.
I can teleport. I should be fine.
You can teleport up to 2 people. You can escape this very easily.
That's true.
Rolls permitting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use angel wings to try and get the 2 of us through this.
Yeah, you can grab wows and I'll act under pressure.
I can carry 2 to 3 people.
Oh,
Sorry, I should say I can carry 1 to 2 other people.
gotcha.
So I rolled a 14.
Whoa.
That is the first time this has ever worked for you.
That it sure is. So I would like to teleport us all to safety.
And you can only teleport to places that you have been.
Yes.
So, about 50 feet back, the platform is stable. So, in a blink of light, you're back there as you watch this whole section of the city fall upwards into the sky.
Great.
I'm sure that won't be a problem when it comes down.
Yeah, I should have known you use hacks.
Well, that took care of our problem, I suppose.
Well, now what happened to the others? I heard an explosion and then everything went quiet. Do you think they're okay?
If only we had a means to communicate them. Wait, we have phones.
Ah! Discord notification from Gale. Hey, you up?
Discord notification back. I took a grenade to the face. That shit hurts.
Sad face, sad face, sad face, laughing face.
Are they okay?
Sounds like it.
Excellent.
I mean, they're messaging back, so that's a good sign.
I mean, no casualties have been called in, so should be fine for now. Also, because it's pretty fucking big and obvious, you guys see the other group, Roland, Izzy, Onyx, and Nelly, who I totally forgot was here. You guys see a huge section of the city falling into the sky, like a solid 2 city blocks from you, which is hard to estimate when the streets are flooded and the city is magic, but that's your best estimation.
So the 2 groups can see each other right now.
At the very least, you can see where each other are.
We should probably move before that stuff comes down.
Yep. You look and Izzy is already running ahead.
Nelly, come on. We're gonna need you to scout again.
You got it, boss.
Find that sniper and deal with her.
I'll fly on ahead, see what I can spot.
Nelly flies further ahead. So, Roland, you said you also ran ahead?
Yeah, I was running towards our enemies, though apparently some of them flew into the sky.
Yes. Yes, they did.
But I continue to run towards where I think there is bad guys. Tell me there's a sniper. I'll go after that one.
As you approach, suddenly you're stopped by Nelly, who, holds out their arm in front of you. He's like,
Wait, big open area ahead. This is definitely I think there's a sniper nest over there if I've ever seen one.
for the record, Nelly hasn't, but, he's got good instincts.
creature, I know not who you are.
Oh, right. We haven't met, have we? Hi, I'm Nellie. I work for your friend over there.
Points at Onyx.
What sort of being are you?
I'm an imp, but don't judge me for it. I was just born this way.
Where are you
Roland,
from?
do you really want to know that?
Nellie answers hell without hesitation.
You were like the beings bound by Solomon.
Huh.
Yeah, actually, that's a good way to think about it.
Solomon, that motherfucker.
Yeah, my cousin knew him. I think my cousin was one of his. Yeah, good boss, apparently.
Tipped well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we need to defeat that foe before he strikes the rest of our allies.
Yeah.
So let's go. Why are you stopping me?
Because it is a wide open area and there's a sniper on the other side of it.
You keep saying sniper.
Yeah, Roland, do you know what a sniper is?
Oh, I should explain. Okay, so, you know how archers in your time were the most dangerous thing ever because they could kill you from, 100 feet or something?
Depended on the archer, really. You have to be pretty strong.
Okay, these people can do it from, 700 feet.
Well, I suppose that is remarkable, but they would have to hit.
Yeah, they're good at that. That's why we call them snipers.
Yeah, they're very good at that.
Yeah, the one here almost took my head off. I'm about to do that to
So-
her, by the way.
So we are to just surrender?
Oh, no. I'm gonna kind of peek around the corner, keeping myself in cover as much as possible. Would we be close enough to be considered as far range?
It's still closer to extreme.
I do have a grenade launcher.
Don't think it's gonna fire that far.
Well, if they are shooting at us, we might as well, hide.
Try grenade jumping.
Get the Discord notification from Mr. Miller saying that.
Speaking of, meanwhile, Miller and Gale, you guys are now also in open air, basically on account of the fact that the building in front of you,
Oh yeah, is no longer
fell
there.
upwards. Yeah. There is still a path forward, but it is totally exposed to open sky.
The longer I wait to tell them that I see their dreams, the more awkward it's going to get.
I must.
This looks pretty bad. You want to just hunker down and make out?
More tempting than I would like to say. I'm considering it. but
Gale, you can't solve every problem by making out.
Challenge accepted.
we must we must prioritize the mission.
Well, you got any ideas?
Because Gale has one.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a better idea, we have to go with mine.
I am afraid. What is your idea?
Oh, I already mentioned it. Hunker down and make out.
Oh yeah.
Duh.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Excuse me. I thought maybe you had an idea to make progress in our mission.
Well, there's one thing we could make, and it's out.
We could do Incite Overgrowth again to sort of essentially make a series of walls between us and the sniper.
Oh, I guess it's worth a shot. I'll whisper to my flower friend again. Hey, you want to help us out here? So with my -1, that is a 1.
Okay. Oh no, we should have made out instead.
So the path you're on collapses entirely. And sends you guys tumbling into the water below, where you are left to swim in a big open area with no cover.
Oh, cool.
So things are going great.
I'm gonna swim underwater and then resurface for air occasionally, but in a pattern that I hope will not be predictable to the sniper. Because bullets don't travel as fast through water, I've been told.
Indeed. Water and dirt are the two greatest bullet stoppers there is.
Yeah. Number 3, bodies.
Next time, we try my plan first.
Yeah, if you want to do that, I would ask for a act under pressure.
Absolutely. So the good news is I didn't fail. That's a 7.
Okay. I'm going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay.
Okay. Give me a hard choice. First of all, this was already a hard choice.
Yes, and I don't think you get to decide which of those I do.
Oh, that's fair.
Which is very unfortunate for you. Okay, yeah, I've figured out the price. You are not shot as you advance. Wows, however, basically gets their whole arm shot off.
Ow.
Uh-oh.
To make wows pay the price for me refusing to make out.
Yes. So, Wows is now both a lot worse at swimming, and also the water is pooling with ungodly eldritch death ooze. So we'll get back to you guys in a second. Meanwhile...
Great.
Okay, so scene setting question. There is a there's open space in front of us between us and the sniper. Is there something to walk on still going in that direction, or is it just like a huge open, effectively chasm?
It's not a chasm. You can run across it. Basically, it's like a rooftop.
Onyx would be kind of timing this for when Miller hit the water type deal. Kind of simultaneous with what he's doing. But Onyx is going to bolt forward while the sniper is distracted to try and close distance a little bit and get into cover.
All right. Also give me an act under pressure.
Will do. I am going to spend a point of luck to turn my 5 into a 12.
All right, then. Indeed, while a gunshot rings out, one that you do not know took an arm off of a close friend, ?
Associate.
Yeah, a work friend.
There you go.
In that time, you managed to clear a good portion of the building and finally get to a very slightly overturned section of brass. Enough to basically take cover if you're lying prone.
Yeah, that tracks.
And now you are long distance instead of extreme distance.
Very well. I know what I would like to do from here, but I will allow other people to act first.
Look, if you need a distraction, I could be a distraction.
Oh, that reminds me. Dan.
Yes.
I know that out of universe there's a reason you missed the last session, but in universe you missed it because you were playing on Izzy's DSi, so you get an experience from Confused.
Oh, okay, great. I'll take it.
Sorry, continue.
I think what I'm going to do is right after I hear a shot, the next time I hear a shot, I just run forward and then try to get to cover quickly. Doing that thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me an act under pressure.
Sure. That's an 8.
All right, then. You do manage to get to cover in time. In fact, just barely you get behind a wall when you hear another shot ring out and punch a hole in the brass about 3 inches from where your head is. So, at the very least, you're in cover, but now you know for certain the sniper is looking down this direction.
Perfect. I have achieved my goal.
I guess that was your goal, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, so you succeeded fully, it's just that your goal was dumb.
Speak for yourself.
I have succeeded in my goal. Now to hunker down. If only I had someone to make out with.
Izzy, would you like to stay safe? Or are you going to try something stupid too?
I mean, I
gotta hunker down.
That is the thing, is that, yeah, like, the role play, like, let me put it this way. Theodore Monk, the video gamer, the, like, tactical player wants to be like, yeah, she should do something to, like, try and, like, resolve the situation. But Theodore, the role player, is like, no, she would be, like, caught behind a wall, like, knees shaking, clocking together, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna go now. Gunshot. I'm gonna go now. Gunshot. Like, she just can't bring herself to actually, like, go back into the firing line.
Ironically, when you hear the gunshot is when it's the safest.
So how exactly in universe is the inside overgrowth working? Like, is it something we're consciously doing, or is it us kind of, like, in the narrative making something happen that may be to our advantage.
In universe, like, the air is thick with magic. Even you can feel it. And it's wrong magic. Like, none of it feels right. But it's, like, it feels enough that you think you can consciously manipulate it. It's just super not easy.
So in that case, then what I think I'd like to do is, if you're all right with it, to have this one be an unconscious conscious manipulation, in that I think she is, like, thinking to herself and so muttering aloud that it's like, you know, if I could just, like, stay out of fire, just like, if I just had some cover, get closer, I could help out, but I don't have that, so I can't help out. And so, like, while she is saying that, that manipulates the magic with whatever roll. So I have to roll my lowest stat, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would be tough, so that's just gonna be 2d6 minus 1. I got a 6. I am trying to think if there's anything besides luck I can do to help this. I don't think I have anything, so I think I've just made the situation worse.
Yeah, so the cover you were hiding behind kind of flattens into the ground.
Yeah, that's. I'd like to imagine she doesn't notice it right away. That she's so focused on, like, looking.
She's got her back to it.
Yeah, she has her back to it, frozen, looking forward, and it's that, like, sort of Looney Tunes ass, like, not realizing that she's no longer leaning against anything until it's, like, been gone for several seconds.
Yeah. This is bad, y'all. While we leave the other team to stew in the fact that Izzy's about to fucking die, let's check in with Miller, Wows, and Gale.
Who are also about to fucking die.
Yeah, but, you know, you hear gunshots, and none of you have died yet, so you think the sniper's looking the other way.
I would like to read a bad situation.
Okay.
So we're rolling with Sharp, which is +1, so I rolled a 10. So my first question is going to be, what's my best way out?
Did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Nice.
And
okay.
Was the only consequence from mine that I don't have my cover anymore?
Yes.
Okay,
I
thank
feel
you.
like that's a suitable enough consequence considering you're one sniper shot from dying horribly.
Right, thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. The best way out of this. Huh.
You can't think of one.
Uh-oh.
Prayer.
That won't work on me.
Yeah, just give me a second.
The only way out is through.
You see some of the structures underwater have, how do I put this? You know how a diving bell works? Basically, you can enter a building from underwater and you'll find breathable air.
Air pockets.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. And then what's the best way to protect the victims?
Which, in this case, would be Wows.
Yes, Wows specifically.
Look, Wows is doing a lot of thrashing, but you just gotta... One of you should probably just take Wows, and the other of you should take the arm and just swim for it. Swim for something underwater.
I'm going to... So, in that case, I'm going to grab Wows' severed arm, and then I'm going to wave it around to get the other two's attention, and then use it to point towards one of the air pocket buildings.
Don't spread the ichor.
So fucking morbid.
Don't spread the
The
ichor.
ichor is-
That later.
The ichor is spreading on its own. There's nothing I can do about that.
You don't need to help it.
But yeah, it's relatively close by. If the sniper is looking in another direction, which they are, you should be able to get there without much problem.
Okay. And then that's in a building, right?
Yes. Complete with, you pretty soon find stairs going up to higher ground.
Okay.
Should I roll
Within the
to
building.
protect someone? Since I'm doing the swimming with Wows? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my bad stat.
Oh, God.
That's a 7.
All right. Yeah, it turns out, like, trying to swim with an armless eldritch horror underwater is, like, a little tough, and you do take a harm from a lungful of air at least twice. Not as in you take 2 harm, you get 2 lungfuls of air and take a harm.
I get you.
It's the same lung both times.
Yes.
I figured I'd be better at this. I was the coach of the swimming team.
The other lung is filled with ichor, so you're fine.
All right. I think once we get to air, I go, all right, what do we do about the arm? Can Wows just put it back on? Is that okay?
Of course. Yeah, that's sort of how it works.
Great.
Yeah, pretty much.
Give it here. You're going to do it wrong.
Of that, I have no doubt. And I hand it over.
After a brief moment of, like, adjusting it, Wow sets the arm on, and it stitches itself back together with ichor. They did put their hand backwards, but, like, it's fine.
Now, Wows has lost a lot of something. We're
going to want to get that back if we can.
You're welcome to re-enter the water if you desire. I will not join you.
Well, I guess we gotta wait till this all blows over to do that bit. What should we do in the meantime?
Want to hunker down and make out? Still on the table.
Not on the table anymore.
Damn. Oh, I popped the mic with that laugh. Sorry.
Meanwhile, so Izzy's out of cover.
Yeah, I think she's just been doing her best to zigzag back and forth, but it's not, like, the sniper is just kind of watching, like,
What the fuck?
What? Like, do they think that's gonna stop me? Like, the only reason I haven't shot them yet is because this is really funny. Like,
and Onyx is going to use that distraction of Izzy running back and forth like a chicken with her head cut off. And I'm going to use some combat magic. I'm going to use Missile as the base, and Fire and Necromantic as the effects. So it's going to do 3 harm, Fire, far, obvious, loud, and I'm going to heal as many damage as I do with it. You know, I could go with the success with complication, but I think spending the luck would be better here. So I'm going to spend another luck for a 12. Well, 14 in total. To do 3 damage to the sniper.
You hear distant screaming.
Excellent.
And also heal.
Thank you.
3 harm.
Mm-hmm. Does one of you still have Deathcap's radio?
Yep, I do.
You hear over the radio,
Rose, come in. This is Kudzu. Flycatcher's dead. Do you copy? Rose? Bramble? Deathcap? Shit.
When they say Deathcap, this is where Onyx is going to respond in their voice. She shouldn't have shot at me in the first place.
Deathcap, what the hell? Deathcap's dead, isn't he?
You finally noticed.
You're a twisted fuck, you know that?
You all shot first.
But also, he's not wrong.
Nobody asked you.
Look, I'm a medic. Ivy's a pilot. We're both non-combat personnel.
And neither are we, so this won't count as a war crime. Geneva don't mean shit here. Only guy here is a soldier who existed before the Geneva Convention. You're fucked, son. For record, Izzy is absolutely not saying this. I do like the idea that Roland has like a grandfather clause with the Geneva Conventions.
I like the idea that Izzy goes keyboard warrior in real life.
Yeah, fuck, it's funny. Damn it. I might have to contemplate that. That's a really funny idea.
After a deep breath and a moment on the other end of the line, Kudzu finally says,
We surrender. I've no interest in dying for a paycheck.
That sounds very smart.
Ask him what they were here to do in the first place.
Before you go, mind telling me what you're after?
I'm already leaving a combat situation. Do you honestly think the boss would let me live if I told you that?
I have an idea of who your boss is. Do you think they're going to let you live after you leave said combat situation?
Right now, I trust them more than I trust the person who talked to me with my dead friend's voice. Come on, Ivy, let's get out of here.
And you hear the sound of the walkie-talkie being tossed into the water.
Oh,
Do
shit.
you want me to go after them?
I mean, if you can fly, I think they're taking off in the helicopter.
They are.
A helicopter? I love that thing.
In the distance, you do hear the sound of the helicopter starting starting up, and you see it fly into the air. It gets about 30 feet from where it was before it explodes.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
I fucking told them.
It is a helicopter.
Okay, well, now we have to deal with this.
I think Izzy's like, yeah. Oh shit, we were trying to get to the middle, weren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, Daniel, I don't remember if you got caught up on this, but we figured out.
Roland doesn't know this, but
We can tell him. I can assume we're
yeah,
not keeping
yeah,
it from him as a
I
prank.
assume you tell him
Yeah.
right now. It's fine. Yeah.
And the radio, after a couple minutes, comes back to life again and says, "So, how are you guys doing?"
Would be a little bit better if you didn't have people shooting at us. Nice cleanup, by the way.
You know, the garden team really were some of my best people, you know that?
They were some of your best people.
Ooh, you gotta get better people.
Kind of has to now.
Also, why would you murder the last couple if they were that good?
And yeah, Onyx is holding the, talk button as Roland and Izzy are saying this.
I don't know if Roland is even around to say this. Is he?
Izzy hung back, so I think she is she's absolutely listening to this.
Let's just say I'm having a particularly bad day. Hey, is Miller there?
Oh, he's around.
Yeah,
Can I talk to it?
Not at the moment. He's a little bit. They're a little bit busy at the moment. I can take a message though.
You know what? You don't have to. I think when he gets down there, he'll be in the exact same position I am. And I want you to know that if you stop this, I will come for your families.
Oh.
And then the radio goes dead.
All my family's dead, so.
Typical Tuesday.
I don't even know how to define family within the context of Angel, but I feel like I'm probably good.
But yeah, no, I think on the outside is disquieting. Like, that definitely is disquieting to Izzy, at least.
Yeah, still, you can tell from your vantage point, the city hasn't stopped growing. So...
we should probably find our way to the middle of this and stop whatever
Do we
this
think
is.
the middle is underwater? Because I probably need to take my armor off if the middle is underwater.
Nah, you'll just sink faster.
Thankfully, the approximate middle, as best you can tell, is... There's a building there, so it shouldn't be too underwater. And in any event, Wows, Gale, and Miller do get there first.
How'd that happen?
You guys were
Well-
closer.
Yeah, we were closer.
And you, didn't have to fight a sniper at the tail end of that. You definitely heard the chopper blow up. But after a brief trek to the center, where you can just, feel the magic in the air getting thicker, you find a rather grisly sight. It's a body, you think? It's strung up in, thorny vines, and they seem to be growing out of the body's skin. The words, "I'm sorry," are written on the wall in peace lilies.
In what?
Peace lilies.
Oh, okay, got it.
And this body, which is, the more you look at it, the less human it looks, is strung up in front of a painting. A painting on an easel which depicts home, as you remember it, Mr. Miller.
Oh no. Okay.
Would you like to examine the painting closer?
No.
I don't like the way you ask that question. But yes.
The painting's definitely the source of the magic. Whoever this person was clearly did something to it. As you hold it gingerly in your hands, the rest of the party finally arrives. And because they're coming in from the other direction, you three notice that there's a message written on the back.
What does it say?
Dear Gabe, I'm sorry I haven't kept up as much as I said I would. I know this hasn't been easy for you, but I think I finally found a way home. If this works, I'll do everything I can to make sure you come back too. If it doesn't, then I'm really sorry about all of this. In case it goes wrong, I painted this for you as a way to remember the good times. I hope to see you again, and if I don't, well, best of luck. Truly. Yours, Yuri.
Oh, fuck. So you said Gabe, right?
Mm-hmm. You suddenly have a pretty good idea of who this body is.
Yeah.
So the body is probably Gabriel?
That does seem to be the case. And now that you're getting a closer look at it, it's definitely not human in the way Uriel was not human when they revealed their true adjacent form.
Huh.
Also on the back of the painting is the title of it, alongside Yuri's artist signature, Memory of Home.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Look, it's this simple. If the painting is the problem, we destroy the painting. It'll end the terror.
I can't argue with that reasoning.
Sometimes the answer is simple. I'm glad that we found it. I understand there's some emotions tied to this, though I will be frank, I don't quite understand everything that's going on.
Yeah, I think Miller is sort of like gazing into the painting. Like I think he puts his hand up to the paint itself, as if like Uriel's magic could transport him into it, you know.
When you do, you feel the city start to grow faster.
Oh, that's bad.
All right. Well, it is unfortunate, but it's what I must do. And I'm gonna take out my holy firearm and set it ablaze.
It's a awful moment for you as you see something that looked so comforting go up in flames. The flowers around the area for a second start to smolder and then burn out without any real flame, and it spreads throughout the entire city in an instant. The city's still there, but it's stopped growing, and it'll probably start shrinking again pretty soon. Also in this area is the ingredients that Onyx needed in order to create that portal to get all of the people stuck inside out.
Fancy that.
Seems like we will be successful. Glad that I was here. All of this is, of course, dumb heresy, and angels don't do this, so...
Yeah, Roland, I think you might need to adjust your theology a little bit.
I would like to examine Gabe's body, if just for Miller's own sentimentality.
Best you can tell, it's definitely Gabriel. Looks like in his hands were his traditional symbols that twisted out of control. A brass horn and a bouquet of flowers.
Ah, there it is.
Do we need to, like... I don't know how you angels do things, but, like, do we just leave the body here?
There is nothing to put at peace. Gabriel is gone.
Well, angels could fall, I suppose.
If Gabriel is gone, you wouldn't mind if I looked for something, right? Onyx is looking directly at Miller at this point.
Are you fucking collecting?
I think
I am now.
Miller like stands up because I think he was crouching down, and he like turns his back to the dead body and goes, "Do what you want. There's nothing here any longer for me."
Very well. And Onyx is gonna look for Gabriel's sword or whatever the representation therein would be.
You don't find anything like really sword-like. The thing you feel that has the most magic on Gabriel's person is the mouthpiece to the trumpet in their right hand.
I will remove said mouthpiece, and in my pocket it goes.
This is a morbid-ass collection you're starting. I presume, then, people are going to go on their way back to do the whole rescue thing that we were planning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Yeah.
Gale looks up from making out with wows as they've been doing this entire time. And says, "Oh, did we solve it? Did we win?"
Yes.
Seems like it.
I think it's safe to say that everybody won, except Miller. Miller definitely lost.
It looks like Lucy is going to be coming after our families now.
How do you feel about that, Nini?
Well, it kind of is what it is now, because we stopped what was happening.
Yeah, we're family. So, I mean, like, they were already coming after us, right?
Well, yeah.
Sort of an empty threat.
You all go back. The boats are gone, so it takes a bit of time, but eventually you do manage to get back to the group of people and transport them to safety. Hey, Miller, when's the next time you're alone?
I think probably like an hour or two later. Miller's like at a bus stop. Like not planning to take a bus, just taking shelter.
Your phone rings. Caller ID says the number is just a bunch of 6s.
God,
course.
always with this guy. He has one joke.
He's, his branding is on point. You gotta give him that.
Miller answers it and goes,
I see you've already been making good on your promise to go after my family.
I didn't do any of that, but if I had known, I would have helped Gabe. I would have. We were this... Why did you stop him? The devil seems to be actually crying on the other end of the line. We were this close to home. Why did you do that? I don't get it.
It's not up to us, Lucy. If it were up to us, then there wouldn't be a heaven to go to.
Well, let me give you this one little bit of advice before I start hunting down everyone your friends care about. It's not just you and me, not just Uriel, not just Gabe, Michael. It's everyone. Everyone fell. Over the past year, every single one of us. Best I can tell, you're the only one who's still getting directions from upstairs.
That changes things a bit.
Does it, though? Just means he's finally decided to, he's no longer hiding that he's playing favorites. You know, I just never thought favorite was you. No offense.
None taken.
I always figured it was Michael, maybe Uriel. Everybody kept on saying it was me for the longest time, but we know that's bullshit.
I think he has a fondness for you. You may not appreciate it now, but, well, maybe you will soon.
Maybe. Well, figured I'd just give you a call from one fallen idiot to another. Next time we meet, I'm going to kill you.
It's not too late, Lucy.
I appreciate the sentiment, Millie, I really do. But it really is. Thanks for listening, beloved hunters of good content. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode as much as we enjoyed playing. Come find us on our Discord and YouTube at Daniel's Dread Tales, and our Twitter, Dan's Dread Tales. We'd love to have you. Our players consist of Daniel, who you can find at LOTR_Dan on Twitter, Damien, who you can find at twitch.tv/magicalhack, where he streams regularly, myself, that's Nathan, Theo, and Isaiah can all be found on the currently on hiatus podcast Forgotten Eras, found wherever podcasts are located. Isaiah is a freelance games and game tools developer at Mythatelier, and Theo can be found at 4 Whole Moons, that's 4 the number spelled out, and whole not half moons, on the website formerly known as Twitter, and on the website theodoremonk.com. And last but not least is Russell, who is currently stuffed into a locker somewhere. Real shame. Russell is also responsible for editing and sound design of tonight's podcast. Our album art is by Trin at TeaTimeWitch on Twitter, and our main theme is by Claire L.W., who you can find via the SoundCloud link found in the episode description. The music we used today were All Who Oppose Me by Aberrant Realities, The Last Goodbye by Piano Armor, Please Survive by Serge Pavkin Music, and Garden by Pixabay, all of which can be found on Pixabay. Thanks for all the good music. Once more, thank you for listening, please rate us 5 stars wherever you listen, and we'll see you again, no matter what low places we all end up. Bye.
Okay, my cat is trying to eat my character sheet. Good God.
okay.
Ah, fuck! No, she's Julian.
I'm just
Do it,
gonna
Julian!
I'm gonna let this happen while I think about my questions.
Okay. Then he tried to knock over my monitor. Get out of here. Okay. So,
Yes, Julian, destroy!